The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Nichols College. Learn, lead, succeed. The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank and the Worcester Railers Hockey Club.
Coming up next in the state semifinals edition of the Friday Night Football Frenzy. In D2, Shrewsbury continues their march to a title as they battle the Westfield Bombers. In D3, Grafton looks to remain undefeated. The Indians face Taconic. In D3A, Nipmuc's playoff push continues as the Warriors battle the East Bridgewater Vikings. And in D4, West Boylston brings their punishing attack out west to square off against Wacona. It's Saturday on the Frenzy. It begins right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Super Saturday edition of the Frenzy. Kevin Shea, Andy Lacombe. This is the state semifinals or the Central Mass, Western Mass Super Bowls. We have 3 straight weeks of Super Bowls.
Yeah, the way it used to be when the Central and Western Mass teams used to hook up. Still, I think, pretty clear rival bragging rights between Central and Western Mass, and that was renewed again today.
Yeah, good animosity out there. Shrewsbury taking on Westfield. Division 2, John Aloisi's team ready for the Bombers. First quarter, Shrewsbury driving. Drew Campanelli, just a sophomore and having a sensational season. Buying time, then hooking up with Chris Campbell. Great grab, first and goal for the Colonials. Campanelli to A.J. Laramie. What a tough player Laramie is. He's in for the touchdown, 7-0, blue and gold. After a Shrewsbury fumble, Westfield cashing in. Austin St. Pierre deep to Bailey Collier. The Bombers TD, 2-point conversion, no good. So Shrewsbury up 7-6. Shrewsbury looking to answer. Campanelli hits Connor McCauley. McCauley rumbling down to the 33-yard line, gets a great block from Campbell. Colonials' Jared Godick would score a couple plays later to make it 14-6, Shrewsbury in front. Frenzy hit of the day. Wilton Royal on the reception, and Laramie. Huge pop for Shrewsbury.
Welcome to Blitzfield. Whoops.
Welcome to Central Mass football. Late in the first half, more from the Colonials. Campbell with the catch, and he is off. Tacking on some yards before being brought down at the 12-yard line. Colonials adding to their lead. Campanelli on the sneak from a yard out. Shrewsbury up 21-6 at the half. Second half, and the Colonials not taking their foot off the gas. First drive of the half, Laramie through the wash. 9 yards to the land of 6, and the Colonials are rolling 28-6. No, that is not renowned Civil War photographer Matthew Brady under the hoop. That is Game Cam super sub Tim Young documenting the action for the Colonials. Still third, Chris Campbell out of the Wildcat. Big run for the first down.
Tim Young was around during the Civil War.
He served snacks to the troops in the field. Campanelli, nice ball through the sun. NFL film style to Brian Mora. Mora high-stepping his way into the end zone. 56 yards on the TD. 35-6 Colonials. Colonials adding one more. Dasani Prido with the 4-yard score. Shrewsbury rolls to the state finals. 42-12 over Westfield.
Yeah, our kids came to play, and we came up big in all 3 phases. We had a turnover early that gave them a little momentum, but we were able to settle down a little bit and play our game. Frankly, I think in our schedule, in Central Mass Division 2, every game on your schedule is a must-win game. So I think our seniors have had some experience being in tight games, and they had a couple playoff games 2 years ago, so I think the experience certainly helped.
All right, this is D2A, Marlboro and Falmouth from Doyle Field, the rare Eastern Mass matchup. 7-0 Falmouth, second quarter. Owen Capadonna streaking through the sunbeams down inside the 2-yard line. Setting up his quarterback, Evan Schmidtline, QB keeper behind the wall, and he's going to eventually sort out the pile, and he's in for a touchdown. There it is. 7-6 at that point. Now Marlboro recovered an onside kick, and that set up Luke Goulet going in for another touchdown. 13-7, Panthers with the lead. Falmouth would respond. Gates, Kelleher. Kelleher playing against Marlboro for a touchdown. It's 13-13.
Look at the shine on the Marlboro helmets.
It was bright and beaming out there. More from the Clippers. Nick Kohig hitting John Vasquez for the touchdown. Falmouth led 20-13 at the break. 27-13 in the fourth quarter. Marlboro not done. Schmidline to Jacob Dion. Dion, the big gainer, inside the Falmouth 5. Would set up Owen Capadonna, who cruises into the end zone, made it 27-20 with a couple of minutes to play, but Falmouth recovers the onside kick and is able to run out the clock. 27-20. The Clippers going to Gillette. Ends a great run by the Marlboro Panthers.
Well, we were 2-2 at one point, so that just speaks to the character of these kids, because when you're 2-2 and you expect to be 4-0 at that point, you could go south, but they didn't. They kept working, and we got to here. So we got as far as any Marlboro team has gotten. So we have that to be proud of. Obviously they're not real happy now, but we'll recover and quickly play Hudson on Thanksgiving.
Great run by the Panthers, and now in Division III, it's Grafton and Taconic, also from Doyle Field this afternoon. First quarter, the Indians D bowing up. Caden Barber put pressure on the quarterback all afternoon long. He and Anthony Grandinetti with the sack. It would stall the drive early. So into the second quarter, this is the ensuing Grafton possession. Ifatu Malafanu through the sun, hits his man, Sean Deely, for a big first down.
Malafanu just doing it all.
Yeah, he did a lot, especially in that first quarter. This is on 4th and goal. Malafanu speed to the pylon, 7-0 Grafton. Now, late in the second quarter, Taconic blocks a punt. Luke Maynard scoop and score, and we are tied at 7 going to halftime. Taconic even had a field goal chance late in the half that was blocked by Grafton. Third quarter, Grafton's Matt Holbrook. Look at this ball, Kev. Sophomore airs it out to Malafanu. Great throw, great catch. 13-7 Indians at that point.
How about all those great sophomore quarterbacks in Central Mass?
Oh, Grafton possession. Look at Malafanu. He just comes out of nowhere and then outraces everyone, the entire defense. 77 yards for the touchdown. 20-7, and barely winded as he's accepting congratulations. Fourth quarter, same score. Malafanu going up. High points the football for the pick. And that would set up this, the sealer, Ethan Farah, to the outside for the touchdown. 26-7 Grafton at that point. More from Farah as Taconic forced to throw. Farah, the interception. Grafton is going to go to Gillette Stadium to take on the Eastern Mass foe. 26-13, they get the win over Taconic, a tough team, and a jacked Grafton club.
It was really tough in the beginning. We never really play a team that's that tough in the first half because we're usually winning by a lot, but that showed a lot of guts with that win.
Feels amazing. This is our goal from the beginning of the season, and this tremendous group of kids, we just get it done day in and day out in the weight room, on the practice field, and it shows.
We'll enjoy this for us tonight, and then we'll worry about Millbury. We got a big game. Thanksgiving's a tradition here in Massachusetts, and that's a game, we want to win. Anytime we go out on the field, we want to go out there and compete and win, and we're going to go out and give our best effort on Thursday and then see what happens next Saturday in 2 weeks in Gillette. So we're excited for the opportunity. It's a good dilemma to be in.
Listen, nobody more excited than Chris McMahon. He's hugging everybody.
He's now Mad Mac with that goat.
Oh, he's hugging me at the end of the game. He's all fired up. He told the boys, let's get on the bus back to Titletown. Grafton played phenomenal team defense in this game, and their offensive line, their fullback, their tight end, credited by their coach, really opening up holes for their running backs, including Malafanu, who had a lot of numbers today, Kev, but a huge team effort. And a lot of those seniors didn't really play a lot last year, or didn't play, stepped up today in a big way for Grafton.
Yeah, certainly very impressive. You look at the Falmouth-Marlboro game. First of all, the Falmouth QB, Nick Kuhig, with the Central Mass connection. His father, Tommy, played baseball and basketball at St. Peter Marion. Grew up in Tatnick Square, played for Bobby Foley at St. Peter Marion. Nick Kuhig just committed to Boston College for baseball, scholarship pitcher last Saturday. That's the kind of athlete he is, and obviously his dad's beaming right now, Tatnick Square beaming for that game. But then that Shrewsbury game, what I love about this, they physically beat up Westfield. This Shrewsbury team pounded Westfield into submission. Wow. That was Central Mass football right there, stepping up, saying, you're playing with the big boys now. Woo! Plenty more right after this.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank and the Worcester Railers Hockey Club.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Well, as you and I were talking about off camera, there was Central Mass versus Western Mass. There was also Central Mass versus Eastern Mass. We saw one of those games. Nipmuc, another one of those teams, taking on an Eastern Mass team in East Bridgewater today.
A team that fell to Northbridge last year, and look where they were.
Swingtown, Rocky Marciano Stadium. Hey, Rock.
Great to be in
Scoreless
Brockton.
in the first quarter. Nipmuc, defense playing well, swarming to the football. East Bridgewater's Liam Levain connecting with Michael Corey for the touchdown, 7-0 Vikings. Nipmuc's Ryan Richards airing it out, finding Zach Hunter. Hunter pulling it in at the 20-yard line. Richards has had a phenomenal season on both sides of the football. Second quarter, East Bridgewater looking to run. Nipmuc's Brett Carlson and George Morris there to bring him down. Now it's Levain throwing. It is tipped by Zach Hunter. Great defense. Levain rolling. Morris hauling him down for the big sack. Warriors defense playing tough. Ryan Richards looking deep. Hunter hauls it in and takes it out to the 34-yard line. Richards looking deep again and finding Hunter for the sensational catch. Two men draped on him like a cape. That's a perfect ball and a perfect grab for the touchdown. PAT no good, so it's 7-6. East Bridgewater running. Ball is knocked loose, and Richard Vargas recovers for Nipmuc. And now Richards connecting with Zach Hunter again out at the 28-yard line. Fourth quarter. Richards firing, and it is picked off by Brett Peliquin, just getting a foot inbounds. Vikings going 3 and out. First Nipmuc play in the following drive, and Greg Plunkett picking it off. He returns it for the touchdown. It is 14-6 Vikings. Seconds left in the game. East Bridgewater kicking the field goal to solidify the win, and the Vikings win it 17-6. Your final, a great run for the Nipmuc Warriors.
Our kids worked their tail off every play. I'm so proud of them. I couldn't have been prouder of them, but we were already proud of them coming into this game. And that's what we talked about. We talked about playing hard, no fear, don't be nervous, and let's go after it. They got a great program over here. It's the second Super Bowl in a row. I think they've been in the final, South Final, like 4 or 5 years in a row. That's a great team over there, and we were with them every step of the way. We just couldn't make a few plays, but you know what? I'm so proud of the kids, and hopefully we can heal up enough and be ready for Turkey Day.
All right, West Boylston is in the D4 state semis. They're in Westfield taking on Western Mass powerhouse Waucona, who beat Shepherd Hill a couple of years ago. So you do the math on school size. First quarter, Waucona will get away. Great throw, great catch by Tom Burris down to the Lions' 9-yard line. Same drive, second quarter, Warriors get on the board. Tanner Hastings powering in from the 4, and Waucona is up by 7. WB coming right back. Cole McCoubry getting the train rolling, and McCoubry's dragging some people. They're going to see this on film and be like, hey, you know what? You just got cold, friend. And McCoubry with a first down. It's McCoubry again, full head of steam, and he's going to go 37 yards. Just seemed to be getting better and better as the year went on. Faster, stronger, and I don't know if he can be stronger. They'll go for 2. It's 7-6, and McCoubry up the middle, 8-7. WB with the lead. Waucona threatening late in the first half. Tom Dorr, though, coming up with a big tackle for a loss for the Lions. And West Boylston's up 8-7 after the first half. First play of the second half. Getaway runs the QB read option to perfection, fakes everybody out, and goes 74 yards for a touchdown. 13-8, Waucona on top. Waucona threatening again. But McCoubry, number 49, on the field for every snap. What a tackle there. After a Waucona field goal, put up 16-8. Fourth down, Warriors getaway hits Connor Noyes. Huge first down. That helped put the game away. Waucona defeats West Boylston 16-8.
The toughest out. You see, we play 15, 16 kids. They fight. They all play both ways. They get no breaks. I mean, they're great kids. They're winners. You know, and that's what we try. We try to establish a toughness, and we get the toughness here.
The intensity, those kids were fighting like dogs, and so were our kids, and that's what it's about. That's what football's all about, is just that fight and that journey.
You know, what am I going to say? The kids are tough. They don't quit. We don't quit.
Gary Campbell making the debut on the Frenzy.
Rossi going to do some arc welding with those glasses. Turners Falls and Maynard. First quarter, Turners Falls. Tion Brown finding Owen Ortiz for the nice gain. Same drive, 4th and goal, and the Maynard defense stepping up and shutting down Turners Falls. Turnover on downs, Tigers ball. A few plays later, it is Ryan McCormick on the handoff. In between a few tacklers.
Oh.
McCormick, good stiff arm, taking it out to midfield. Maynard in the red zone. Eric Kiley. Eric Kiley getting a good kick-out block on the edge. Kiley into the end zone untouched. 8-0 Maynard Tigers. Turner Falls looking to answer. Brown running to his left. But he is devoured by Nate Duplessis for the sack, and that would force a punt. Second quarter now. Maynard ball, and it is time for McCormick. Sprinting into the end zone. 2-point conversion failed, so it's 14-0 Maynard. Maynard wins going away today, 44-6. Your final. Maynard QB Tommy Smith's grandfather, Ed Mullins, legendary Maynard football coach, coached in the 80s, the 90s when they were so good. So that is a huge win for Maynard and the whole Smith-Mullins family. His dad, Tommy Smith's dad, former acting quarterback. So he comes from good stock. But going back to that Nipmuc East Bridgewater game, you got to give Nipmuc a ton of credit just for the entire year they had. Kind of flying under the radar, a lot of it because they never played on Friday nights in central Massachusetts, so most folks didn't get to see them. Ryan Richards is a heck of a football player. That whole team is. They gave East Bridgewater all they could handle today, and that defense for Nipmuc really stepped up today. That was a heck of a football game.
I feel like I'm working with Keith Jackson tonight. Oh, I talked to his daddy the other day, and let me tell you about him. Let me tell you. Wes Boylston, what a great run. Central Mass champs. Really well coached. We've said it all year. Tooch and Rossi and the whole group over there doing a heck of a job. And, you know, Cole McCoubry is a special player. Comes around not so often. Ifatu Melifanu is another guy. Comes around not so often. These guys have role guys around them and guys that make them great. And that is what West Boylston had. They had the guys that helped make Cole McCoubry great and helped get them to where they were today.
And you and I talked about the Marlboro team. I mean, no one big superstar. They didn't have the Division I superstar like Grafton had or West Boylston had. Just 11 guys playing as one. Great year for that team as well. All right, plenty more of the Frenzy.
I mentioned you, Tooch. I mentioned you.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, we had some state finals in soccer and girls soccer and boys soccer. We had some Voc Bowls as well, so some football still being played by Archie's crew.
Yeah, semifinal action in BVT today. They're taking on Shawshene Tech, Blacksburg Valley Tech, the #1 seed in this bracket of the Voc Tech playoffs. Hector Petrie finding Kevin Barthelms, who makes some moves and takes it upfield, 35-yard pickup. Good yardage there for the Beavers. Then it's Petrie and the QB keeper for the touchdown, 7-0 BVT. Winner moves on to the championship game a couple days before the other championships at Gillette, but they still have to play Thanksgiving Day. Petrie to Jordan Amaro in the end zone, 14-0 Valley Tech in the second quarter. Next drive, Beavers looking to air it out again, but Shawshene Sam Baker picking it off and taking it back down to the Valley Tech 10-yard line. There he is. A couple plays later, Craig Rich Jr. going in for a touchdown. The Rams cut it to 14-7. Craig Rich Jr. does not have any Central Mass connections, I am told. Late third, Shawshene's Cody Shagru hits Mark Kompaneshki.
His grandfather started the Providence Worcester Railroad line.
To the 7-yard line. Fourth quarter, 4th and goal, Shawshene. Shagru trying to escape, but he's sacked. Corey Smith forcing the turnover. Beavers hang on to win. Their defense comes up big, 14-7, and they advance.
All right, state championship, Division III girls soccer, Millbury and Medway. First half, Medway in front, and Gabrielle Hunt scooping it up. Millbury now, Kelsey Cummings with the shot. Madeline Sullivan with the save. Then Millbury's Maddie Wilson the shot. Sullivan right there for the stop. Woolies working in front. Kelsey Cummings on the run. Cummings rips it top corner. Missile time. Millbury's up 1-0, and they are jacked and pumped. More from the Woolies as they continue to keep the pressure on.
What time is it?
Missile time. And another save by Sullivan. Now, Medway looking for the equalizer.
Oh.
And Hunt with a great save. Hunt, sensational. Keeping it a 1-0 game. Second half, Mustangs with some pressure. Lorenzen, the header. Hunt coming out, taking it away. Millbury wins 1-0. They are state champs.
Again.
The plan was just play hard, play our game, not worry about what happened last year, just focus on today and just keep going.
It's absolutely amazing to be able to come back here and do it for a second time is absolutely unreal. It's definitely bittersweet though for it being senior year, but I wouldn't have wanted to end it any other way.
We did everything we had to do. We counterattacked, got a goal, and defended, and we pulled it out. But the girls worked so hard; they never give up, and I'm just real proud of them to go back to back. It's never been done at Millbury, so.
Congrats to Millbury. D2 NCAA football today. Assumption going down in West Virginia. They fall to Shepherd, but 48-31. Assumption was in this game through the half. They finished 9-3. Another great run for Bob Chesney's team.
Yeah, that's incredible. That Shepherd team, and down there, they were expecting almost 8,000 people at that game. That's one of those things the whole community rallies around. It's big boy football, as one of the coaches said on Assumption. These are teams. This team has 3 or 4 NFL guys on both sides of the ball. So another great run for the Hounds.
All right, we're back with more right after this.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Nichols College. Learn, lead, succeed. Verterra Nissan of Auburn, Unibank, Pucci Spine Jewelry, the law offices of Joseph J. Carigula, the Sullivan Group, the Central Mass Safety Council, Mid-State Auto of Auburn, and Milford Federal.
All right, man of the match time. My man of the match goes to Shrewsbury wide receiver Chris Campbell. Whale of a game. The whole Colonials team played fantastic, but Campbell with some very big catches, some yards after the catch, some tough yards after the catch, not just satisfied with making the big grab. Chris Campbell is my man of the match.
Taconic had scored a win over Longmeadow this year last week and put up a bunch of touchdowns against them. The Grafton defense really man of the match, but Ifatu Melifonwu was a difference maker today in a team win. He is the man of the match for the Grafton Indians.
Taconic kind of taking on that same philosophy that the Patriots used against the Rams when they won that Super Bowl, trying to hit Marshall Faulk on every single play. Yeah. They tried to do it to slow down Melifonwu. You can't do it. He's that good.
See you next week. See you on
Thanksgiving.